Hey guys, William here. Have you ever wondered, just like myself, why it seems like it's so difficult to see a broke Chinese person or someone who is from China who is struggling? Well, of course, Chinese people work very hard. They believe in money, they believe in hard work. But then there's a particular reason why, if you look all around the world, you can easily find rich Chinese people, and it'll be very difficult for you to find broke Chinese people. That's because money is like a culture here in China. Money is actually a very important part of the Chinese society. For example, if you want to get married in China as a man, you need to have a lot of money in order to have more advantage and to get the respect of the bride's family. It's normal, it's very normal. Of course, in the West, it's a little bit different, but here in China, if you want to get married to a lady, when you go to their home, well, you gotta have a lot of money, you gotta have a good job that pays a lot, and you gotta make sure you show the parents that you are able to take care of the daughter. Sometimes you gotta give them a lot of money, maybe buy a car for them. If this is your first time on this channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. You are amazing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. I appreciate you. Trust me, something good is coming for you. So here in China, there's so many rich people. Of course, there's people struggling too, but then so many people are at least living good because they have studied and mastered a way of life with money. They have understood how to actually manage the money. And if you look at Chinese people in the West, in other countries around, you're going to discover their money habits to be similar to how they do it back here in China. So in this video, guys, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you most of the tips that Chinese people actually do when it comes to money. And these tips actually help them to make a lot of money. These tips help them to be able to stay financially stable. These tips help them to retire happily. Of course, not everyone is gonna go through the same process here in China, but then most of them, I think at least 90% of the Chinese population. And that's why you see China growing at the rate that they are growing at. So stay tuned, guys, because if you're struggling financially, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter where you find yourself, most of these money Chinese tips are gonna help you get financially stable, get your money decisions in order, and set your life on the pace to financial freedom. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. The wish of almost every Chinese parent is that their kids should make a lot of money here in China, get a good job, make money, buy cars, buy them a house, keep them happy. That way the parents feel proud when they go somewhere, when they're with other family members, when they're with friends. They actually feel happy and proud that their kid has a lot of money, their kid is rich. And money is a symbol of power here in China, very important. Of course, all around the world is the same, but here in China there's a kind of culture that Chinese people actually put towards money. So guys, the very first money step that Chinese people take in order to be financially stable and successful is save as much as possible. It's very normal for Chinese people to save. If you know a Chinese person somewhere, if you're friends with a Chinese person, you'll realize that they have that habit of saving. This is extremely important for them. It's like a way of life. You know, in China, for the past couple of years, the savings rate was about 30%, which is really huge. And of course, in the US, people used to save, but then in recent years, it's really dipped a lot. So here in China, saving money is actually a way of life. Most Chinese people, most Chinese homes, they tend to save about 50 to 60% of their salaries, of their monthly income, of their yearly income, which is very normal for them. Of course, in other parts of the world, it seems very difficult or tough to be able to save 50 or 60% of your salary, especially when you have to pay taxes and stuff. And you should understand this. Most Chinese people, one of their biggest fears is retiring without any money. Chinese people are so scared of this. They don't want to retire with no money in the bank account. That's why they do the best to save as much as possible. Of course, this applies to you too. You watching this video right now, you should do your best to save as much as possible. It's very important. Of course, save for the rainy days. Even if you're experiencing sunny days right now, always remember to save. No matter how small it is. Well, you might not be able to save 50 to 60% of your salary, of your income right now, but then you can start from somewhere. Even if it's just 5%, even if it's 10%, even if it's 15, 20%, you should start saving something. This habit is very important for a future of financial freedom. If you wish to achieve financial freedom, if you plan to achieve financial freedom, now is the time for you to start saving. Save more. The more you save, the more advantage, the more happiness you're gonna get in rainy days. When it's sunny, of course, you get a lot outside. When it's rainy, you can't go out, so you use the money that you got inside. That is the role of Chinese people. That's how they get financially stable, because they save a lot. That is the very first Chinese money mindset, which makes them financially stable. And if you can do this, then you can get financially stable. So of course, not easy to start, but you can start. Even if it's with 5%, 10%, you can definitely start. Well, right now we're gonna move to the next money decision and mindset that Chinese people use in order to be financially stable. Number 2, pay for everything in cash. Well, over the years it's changed a little bit, but Chinese people prefer paying stuff in cash. For them to use credit cards, of course, here in China, credit cards are not really that popular as it is in the US, as it is in Europe, because Chinese people believe in paying everything cash. If they want to buy a house, they get the money, even if it's in the bag. Of course, recently they use WeChat, Alipay, and other payment services. But of course, most Chinese people, they prefer to buy in cash. They prefer to buy at once, all at once, a down payment for anything they want. Of course, it's good to get a debt. Sometimes it's good to get credit because you get advantage on your taxes, because debt is mostly tax-free. You only spend a little bit when you pay the interest rates as compared to how much you pay on tax. So when you get debt, you are able to invest and make more money. But this isn't for everyone. Some people just don't know how to handle debt. Some people just don't know how to get debt and make use of that debt. So most of the times they prefer to just pay everything, do a down payment for a house, do a down payment for a car. They can carry the money in the bag and come pay for the car and come pay for the house. You can be shocked about what money can do here in China. I've seen it with my own eyes how people carry money in bags. It's like an interesting way of life, Someone carrying a lot of money. If you check on the Chinese social media, you're gonna see it a lot, where people carry a lot of money or they put money everywhere. It's very normal. Unlike in the West, where carrying money around in bags and stuff is really not that common. Most people prefer to use credit cards or their bank cards and stuff. But here in China, it's very different. So paying everything with a down payment gives you an advantage, especially if it's a rental apartment, Like I said in one of my previous videos, if you are into real estate or you can get into real estate, you get huge advantage, because real estate gives you some stable source of income. When you are into real estate, when you have the money to be able to purchase a real estate property, maybe you give it out for rent, you get stable income. So many Chinese people, they are really into real estate, and most of these, they pay a down payment. Of course, sometimes they have to take debts and handle these stuffs, but some people actually prefer to do that with a down payment. So that is the second money mindset that gets most Chinese people really financially stable, guys. And I hope you can try this too. I've heard so many people say it like, if you can't buy it twice, then you shouldn't buy it. So you should be able to save more, save up maybe double, and you can use half to buy something that can bring income. And remember, don't buy more of liabilities, buy more of assets. Because when you buy liabilities, you lose more. When you buy assets, you gain more. Assets can bring you income. Liabilities can get money out of your pocket. For example, there's some kind of cars that if you buy them, you're gonna instantly spend money out of your pocket. Meanwhile, there are some stuff that if you buy, for example, if you buy a house, maybe you buy an ice cream machine for an ice cream location or stuff, you are able to get income from that investment option. So the best thing, focus more on assets and less on liability. Now guys, after getting over with the first 2 points, this is point number 3, which is a very important part of the Chinese money lifestyle. And that is to always look for a bargain. Always look for a bargain. Here in China, of course, recently it's been changing a lot, but then in the past, every Chinese person, they love to bargain. And that's an amazing strategy in order to maximize your savings, maximize the money in your pocket. Every single store that people go to, no matter how big the store is, they are gonna go ask for a discount. Sometimes they can actually ask about 50 to 70% discount in some stores. So you can imagine. So that's why recently so many stores have turned to say no bargaining here. Like they have stopped bargaining completely in the stores because so many people used to come in and bargain a lot. Especially Chinese parents, especially Chinese mothers, the aunties, they actually love this when they go somewhere to buy. Of course, this still happens around the streets and stuff, but in the bigger stores now, they tend to not want to do this anymore. And when people still go to buy houses, when they go to buy cars, they still do the best to try to negotiate the price down as much as possible. You too can do this. Do your best to negotiate as much as possible for anything you want to buy. Don't be shy, don't be scared, don't be ashamed. It's your money. The more you can bargain, the more you can keep to yourself. And you can use the extra amount to do something good for yourself. To invest in another business, especially like if you want to buy a house, if you want to buy a car, and you do a good bargain, maybe you get 15% off, you get 10% off. At 10% is a huge amount of money. You can invest it in something else. You can invest it into stocks. You can invest it into crypto. Remember, this is not financial advice, but then you can always decide what kind of investment you want to do. That's very beneficial for you, and that is what Chinese people do. So good people, always do your best to negotiate as much as possible. It's for your own good, it's for your own benefit. When you negotiate, you keep more money in your pocket and you buy for less. Now guys, for number 4 in the Chinese money mindset. And this one is very important. This one is very normal in China as compared to other parts of the world. Cash gifts are the best. If you have a Chinese friend, if you have a Chinese person, they love cash gifts. If they are celebrating the birthday, marriage, New Year's, the Chinese festival, Dragon Boat festival, any festival that Chinese people are celebrating, and you want to give them a gift, no need to go to the store to buy something. Of course, you can go buy wine or something, but then get a red packet and put some money inside. That's how Chinese people like it. I think that this has been a mindset of hustle in the Chinese society, because right now so many people tend to understand money better. They tend to want to hold more money. They tend to want to work harder to get that money. So when you have that kind of mindset, you watching this video right now, when you have that kind of mindset and believe that, okay, money is something that you should hold, money is something that you can give away, money is something that can always move around, you want to get more of that money, you need to have that desire, that burning desire in you to get more money. So I believe that with the Chinese people growing up with this mindset, it has helped them to be able to understand money better. That's why they are able to negotiate much more. That's why when you look around the world today, the Chinese are able to actually give loans to so many parts of the world. They are able to help so many different countries and exchange so many things. That's because they grew up with the mindset of money. They learned a lot while growing up. They hold money a lot, they feel money a lot, they understand money. Now guys, that's number 4. Heading into the last but not the least, business is business. Business is business for a Chinese person. They know business, they want to do business. When they say they're gonna do this thing, they're gonna do it. And they don't mix business with pleasure. When it's time for business, a Chinese person knows that it's time for business, and they work hard. They put in the 110% into whatever they are doing. And you can do it too. You need to have a mindset of hustle. You need to have that business mindset. Don't mix business with your personal feelings. Of course, Chinese people are very friendly. They have an amazing bond with family, with friends. They have fun when it's time to have fun. That's why if you are in China, or if you get to visit China sometime, you realize that Chinese people, when it's time to work, they work. When it's time for a holiday, when it's time to have fun, they have fun. So what I can actually say is that Chinese people, they have fun as much as they work. Meaning, so much fun, so much work. If you want to enjoy more, you're going to work more. Have the mindset of hard work, hard play. Play hard, work hard. They put in that determination, they put in that hard work. And you can learn from this too. So good people, I really hope that these 5 points of the Chinese money mindset can help you grow financially, can help you be more stable, can help you get that law of attraction kick going, can help you hustle more, can help you live a stable life, can help you set your goal towards a happy retirement, because you don't want to get retired and start stressing up. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and leave a comment, and of course subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, so that the YouTube algorithm is gonna help me go forward, and I can keep on bringing amazing videos like this for you to grow your business, to grow your finance, and grow exponentially. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Willen. See you next time.